And what we're seeing is an increase in loneliness among people 45 plus. It's increased from 35% in 2018 to 40% now. And we looked at the reasons why. We asked people, what's going on in their life, a number of connections they have, where they live, what they participate in. And we discovered that, people are just not joining community groups, clubs, religious institutions as much as they did before. They also report that their time is really strained and that they're really busy, and that is a huge barrier to connecting with others.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marx from GoToHealth. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's the holiday season. We're all busy getting ready for family, friends, celebrations. AARP is offering tips for combating loneliness during the holidays. New research from AARP shows that 40% of adults aged 45 and older say they are lonely. While loneliness can strike at any age in older adulthood, it is most prevalent among people in their 40s and 50s. Interesting. In midlife, people are often juggling careers, children, and caring for aging parents while their social circles shrink. During the holiday season, these feelings can be even more pronounced. That's why nurturing relationships with friends and family, both in person and online, is so important at this time of year. A couple of interesting facts to share with you before we get to our guest from AARP. 46% of adults aged 45 to 59 report feeling lonely, compared to 35% of adults aged 60 and older. Men are more likely than women to be lonely, 42% versus 37%. And 45% of lonely adults say they have fewer friends than 5 years ago. With us to talk about this today is Heather Nawrocki. She's the Vice President of Fun and Fulfillment at AARP. She leads AARP's strategies to support social connection among older adults through events, programs, and education about the importance of maintaining social health at any age. If you want to learn more, and there's lots to learn at this website, go to aarp.org/connect. Again, that's aarp.org/connect. If you're enjoying our shows, please take a moment to leave us a thumbs up or a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube, or wherever you're listening to us. It helps more people find the show. Happy holidays. So welcome to the show, Heather Nawrocki. How are you today?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Good. So tell us, what are some of the signs that someone may be struggling with loneliness, especially during this upcoming holiday season?
We have done a study now a few times. We did the study in 2010 and then 2018, and here we are in 2025. And what we're seeing is an increase in loneliness among people 45 plus. It's increased from 35% in 2018 to 40% now. And we looked at the reasons why. We asked people, what's going on in their life, a number of connections they have, where they live, what they participate in. And we discovered that, people are just not joining community groups, clubs, religious institutions as much as they did before. They also report that their time is really strained and that they're really busy, and that is a huge barrier to connecting with others.
So is this a phenomenon that's happened since COVID, since the isolation, do we think, or is it post that?
Well, we saw loneliness. It was 35% in 2010. So, we saw it steady from 2010 to 2018. We have seen this increase in 2025. We didn't ask specifically about the impact of COVID-19, but we did ask whether or not their number of friends are fewer now than they were 5 years ago. And the people who are saying they are lonely are saying, yes, indeed, they have fewer friends than they did before.
Okay. So how do age, work, and family responsibilities shape loneliness for adults age 45 and older?
Well, nearly half of adults 45 to 59 are saying that they're lonely, compared to 35% of 60 plus. And again, looking at what they're telling us about their lives, you think about midlife in your 40s and 50s, and you may have children in the home, you have a lot of family responsibilities, you're probably working, and you may have aging parents. And all of that may mean that your time is really precious, and the increased demands during this time can make it really difficult to meaningfully connect with your friends.
The sandwich generation in
That's
between
right.
your kids and your aging parents.
That's right.
So tell me, what role does technology play in either helping or hindering connection? I mean, with technology and Zoom and, all these, our phone constantly being on the phones, does it help or hinder connection?
Well, I think it depends. So, those who are saying they're not lonely, about 6 in 10 are saying that, you know what? Not only is technology important, I rely on technology to stay connected to friends and family. So, they see it as a real asset. But among those who are lonely, about 1 in 4 are saying, you know what? This technology is actually making it more difficult for me to stay connected and make friends.
So, because they're spending too much time on technology alone rather than socializing on technology, is that what you're saying?
Well, we don't really know exactly, what's going into that answer. We just know that when we ask them about the role of technology and helping them stay connected, is it something that helps? They're saying, no, it's not helping me. It's actually making it more difficult.
So, as this holiday season comes up, what can people do to combat loneliness?
Well, I think it's important for everyone, no matter if you're feeling lonely or not, to take stock of your social health. We talk a lot about mental health, we talk a lot about physical health, but don't forget your social health. These 3 parts of your life really work together to create your happiest, healthiest, longest life possible. So when I mean to say looking at your social health, think about your social network. Are you staying in touch with friends? Are you having those meaningful connections? I would encourage you to join something, anything, whatever your passion might be, whatever your interest might be. There's a group for that, whether it's in person or online. And just don't forget, when you're out and about in life, look up from your phone, chit chat with the person in line with you at the grocery store. Saying hello to someone, it can really give a boost of connection for them, and you get a little joy too. Just be aware of the people around you and realize that many of them may be lonely, and what you're doing just by being friendly could make all the difference in the world.
Good. So people can learn more if they go to aarp.org/connect. Again, let me repeat that. That's aarp.org/connect. So Heather, I've got a final question for you before we end here. Your title is Vice President of Fun and Fulfillment at AARP.
Yeah.
Tell us about your role and what that means.
Well, when we think about supporting social connection among the 50 plus, there's different ways of going about it. And we decided here at AARP is why not encourage and lean into getting people to focus on the things that are fun and fulfilling in their life? Because when you pursue those things, often they are with other people. You may want to go and join a knitting club because you're interested in knitting. But if you do that because it's fun, guess what? You're also going to be connected with other people. So it's really about our philosophy at AARP. Go pursue the things that bring you joy, and connection will follow.
Good. And when people go to aarp.org/connect, what will they find there?
You'll find articles, tips, tools, not only if you're lonely and kind of struggling with those feelings, but for those of us who maybe know people in our lives, and ways to help. What's also amazing is we have a very robust calendar of events. AARP has about 14,000 virtual and in-person events every year. We have, especially virtually, events on every topic you can imagine. So go ahead, check that out. You'll find something that interests you. And when you participate, you are going to know that you are not alone. You are there in community and enjoying that experience together.
Good. So, Heather, is there any question that I haven't asked that I should have, or is there a big message you'd like to leave with people today?
I would say, just remember that there are lonely people all around you. You may not be able to tell. So those little connections that happen in everyday life are really important. And finally, just go check out aarp.org/connect. I know you'll find something of interest that could bring joy to you or someone you love.
Thanks so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it. It's very important at this time that people not feel alone. It's the holiday season. We think about being together and celebrating. So get out there, make some connections so that you feel better about yourself. We've been talking with Heather Nawrocki. She's the Vice President of Fun and Fulfillment at AARP. She leads AARP's strategy to support social connection among older adults through events, programs, and education about the importance of maintaining social health at any age. And again, you can learn more at aarp.org/connect. Thanks for being with us today, Heather.
Thank you.
Good. And everybody, we wish you the happiest of holiday seasons. Remember, as we say at the end of every show, this has been Jonathan Marx and Go to Health. Take care. Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marx in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at GoToHealthMedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.